Happy Wednesday and welcome to Jots and Tittles. I hope you are having a wonderful week. This week's book of the week is Misguided and the Billionaire. This is the old original cover. There's a newer cover out and I will put the picture somewhere around here for you. Last week I answered the question of, do I ever write real people into my books? This week's question is, do I ever write myself into the books? And to be honest, I can look at any book and go, oh, there's some of me here, there's some of me there. We already talked about not the bodyguard's baby and how my postpartum experience helped with that plot. But I think Misguided and the Billionaire is the only time I ever wrote Lorin Grace into a book as a cameo. So once upon a time, about a year before I wrote Misguided, we took our entire family to Paris and Rome. My youngest daughters had taken French for a couple years. My second son was graduating from high school. We had friends who were living in Rome, so it just seemed like the right time to take them on a huge vacation. And when we were in Paris, we bought the City Pass, which is an awesome way to get to see a lot of things if you only have a few days. Part of the City Pass included being able to go up on top of Notre Dame Cathedral. And so the day came and we went and we got in line, and I don't know how or who, I ended up at the very front of this line, which was a huge, huge mistake. For a couple years prior to that, and still, I had been experiencing some difficulty breathing from time to time that just randomly started. And it was better than it had been when we were in Paris. But going up those extremely steep stairs and knowing that I had 30 or 40 people behind me, I pushed myself way too hard for what my body could handle. So when I got to the top, to the rooftop, I tried to find a place to sit down, and there isn't a real natural place to sit down unless you're a gargoyle. You know, if there was a gargoyle, I could have, sat down any number of places. But I basically just had to sit there and catch my breath forever while our group and the group after us probably went through. My husband took my daughters and oldest son up another set of stairs to even a higher viewpoint in one of the towers, while my second son stayed with me when I felt well enough to go down the stairs and out of the cathedral. Well, if you look really carefully, the day that Gina goes to see Notre Dame, she may have actually seen Lorin Grace and her son on top of the cathedral. So there you go. Yes, I've written myself into a book because Gina never met Lorin Grace. There's no name given, but if you look carefully, you will literally find me written into my own book. So there's just a little fun Easter egg for you. And now you know that I probably should never lead the line going up the stairs. If you're stuck behind me, just pray. Anyway, have a wonderful Wednesday and a great week, and I will talk with you next week.